Hey folks, what's your welcome back. Another Paul Master video. So today we got Falkner and for some reason Swellow dropping in the game. So yeah, first of all, as usual, and I say this every time, I'm gonna be summoning on the banner live tonight. So make sure you guys are subscribed and notification on so you guys could check out my summons in real time with me. All right, we could have some fun. So anyways, getting into today's topic, Falkner and Swellow. In terms of the unit itself, right, there are some things that are pretty interesting that we could talk about, right? In terms of the banner, honestly, not very interesting to talk about, right, in comparison. But we'll talk about it anyways, because, I mean, that's what we do here, right? So, Falkner and Swellow, first and foremost, it is a support, all right? Support, and if you look at its basic stats, right, you'll see some bright spots, right? First of all, this speed is pretty good for a support, right? Then you have decent HP, then you have good defenses. All around great stats. Outside of your offenses suck. These are terrible, right? And then moving on to your kit, you have Air Slash, which has a 30% chance to flinch, 2 gauge, right? You have Dire Hit All Plus, max out crit. Don't need anything on the grid, don't need any MP refreshes, right? Just straight up max out crit, Dire Hit All Plus, very nice. And then you have Fly, which is it is a 2-turn move, right? Which does kind of suck in the sense that it spends 2 turns while only giving you 1 sync move countdown time. So every time you use Fly, you will be behind by an entire round in terms of your sync move countdown, unless you have someone else speeding up sync move countdown on the other side, right? But yeah, 3 MP. The power actually doesn't matter because you're going to be doing 0 damage to this thing anyways. And then you have Soar, the trainer move, which raises attack and special attack of your whole team by 2 stat ranks, and then speed +1. So overall, very good stat buffs. Again, you max out crit over here. You get +2 attack, +2 special attack every time. And then again, unlike Sawyer, it has 2 MP, so you could get at least +4 attack, special attack, and then +2 speed, right? If not more from the MP refresh on your sync grid, right? If you need more. And then your sync move is nothing interesting. And then your passive, you got Ridicure. So 50% chance of healing when healing 20% of your max HP when the opponent misses. And then you have Fail Forward, which is charged move gauge by 1 when the opponent misses. And then Group Slapdash 9, which raises the speed of your whole team when an attack targeting you misses. So that's basically outside of just having Dire Hit All Plus and Soar, which, you know, this plus the solid stats over here is already enough to make him a really decent support, right? And then on top of that, I would just view the Fly stuff as like extra, because again, there are times where you don't want to use it, because again, that will delay your sync move countdown, which then delays your whole team's damage, right? But there are some places, right, sometimes where you would want to use it. For example, if you're at the end of the battle where you're not really realistically taking another sync move cycle to take out the opponent, you go ahead and, you know, you use a Fly. And especially if your Falkner is at low HP or relatively low HP, so you could survive a bit longer, right? So you could drag out the end of the battle, or if you just really need that speed buff for some reason, right? So yeah, there definitely are legitimate reasons to actually use this 2-turn move. So moving on to the sync grid, you got some stuff over here. Group Gloat and Group Spectacle is Group Gloat is kind of like the Singsu Blue passive, right? The raise attack, special attack, or both, except this is when the opponent misses you, which again, when you're flying, they will miss you, right? Most of their moves. Your sync moves won't. The sync moves still gonna hit you. Some other moves will hit you, but generally their moves will miss, right? Group Spectacle is the same except for accuracy. Not very good nodes in my opinion, because I mean, if you want this, you just go ahead and pick up the MP refresh instead, which is slightly more, you know. Actually, I don't know how much do these cost each. That cost, wow. I mean, is there a slightly better way? that's what, 37 left. Then we got over here. Is that better or is the other way? Oh yeah, this is definitely cheaper. Yeah, I guess cheaper way over here, right? Again, it's not as reliable, but again, you also don't really need this in a lot of scenarios, because in most case scenarios, the unit that you're supporting only needs like +4 anyways, right? There really are not that many units that need +6, but when you do have two options, right? You could either go with the NPR, which again costs less energy, right? But it is more RNG. This one costs more energy, but is also still RNG, because I mean you could not get the stat that you want. And also does cost, you have to use a fly, which again delays your sync. After some other stuff, quick tempo, you come in with move gauge acceleration, then you have haste, so your speed can't be debuffed, quick cure to get you out of trap, flinch, confusion. Then you got sync cure, which removes status conditions on sync. Inertia doubles your sync move damage, which is going to go from -5 to -10, right? And then sync quickening, -1 sync move, or not -1 sync, kind of gets you back a MP for your quick moves when you sync, right? If that's for fly. Again, fly only has 3 MP at base, so you would have to rely on either NPRs or sync quickening, which is not that you don't want to sync with this guy unless you really just have him like as an EX support. Then sure, I guess. Sync healing, heals after syncing. Foul fighting 5, 50%. No one cares. You're not doing damage. Aggravation, you know, increases your chance of flinching, which this is actually relevant, right? And then the NPR for dire hit all plus, which is generally not relevant unless you're doing Battle Villa. Anyway, then for MP first, you have it of 2 and 1, 2+1. So that's basically the grid. In terms of, let's get into the easy question: is should you, if you're a free to play player, should you spend gems on this unit? The answer is no. No. Solid support, really solid support, right? Offensive support, I would say even good. However, first of all, there's a much more powerful unit up at the moment, which is Lear, right? Definitely easily a top 10 unit in the game, if not top 5, maybe not, but definitely up there, right? Absolutely fantastic unit, who's also limited on a limited banner. This guy's in the spotlight pool, it's going to be always there, right? Even though again, obviously much lower chances when it's not featured. But also, outside of that, even if you don't care for Lear, Singsuit Leon's coming. If you don't care about Singsuit Leon's, the second anniversary is coming. There's just way too many things to actually save up your gems for than spend it on Falkner at the moment. Again, if you do spend money on this game, you whale, you buy gems. This is definitely a good support. But also, still, even if you do whale, there are better banners to spend your gems on right now. But again, if you really need an Omni offensive support, right, and you whale, then this is, again, not a bad unit to pull for. But, again, if you are a free-to-play or semi-free-to-play, mostly free-to-play, right, this is not something you want to be spending your gems on, right? It's a good unit. It's not bad by any means, right? It's not bad. It's just not worth it, right? It's not worth it. There are good units that are not worth it, right? Either the banner, the timing of the banner, right? Just not very good at the moment. So, anyways, that's me. This one, I guess. Hope you all enjoy. Let me guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if you guys are pulling for it or not, right? Again, I will be pulling for it, so make sure you guys tune in tonight at Reset when it goes live. We will be pulling for it 3 out of 5. Let's go. Hopefully get some solid luck over there. Good luck to everyone else who's pulling on it or pulling on any other banners or whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next one.